I just got access to Search GPT, OpenAI's temporary search engine experiment. Now, I use Perplexity a lot. I think that's pretty clearly the best AI-powered search engine right now. And as an English teacher, I'm often doing stuff related to that. And I think I have a pretty good idea of the limitations of Perplexity and what it can do well. So I'm going to be testing Search GPT to see how it can handle challenging searches, complex searches, but also, of course, we'll take a look at some of the basic stuff too. Let's say some Google type searches as well. I also want to see how well it can handle location. If I can do a near me search, I'm going to check that out too. So it looks like, this is my first time seeing it, it looks like ChatGPT style interface. The bar is up here instead of down here, more like a browser. So let's see if we can find some pronunciation tools. I'm going to ask, oh, I wish I could see the whole thing. I have to scroll back. Okay, so I guess it wants me to ask simple things. There, I definitely prefer Perplexity because you can see the entire search. What are the best online tools for improving my pronunciation? All right, let's see what we can get here. Top online tools for improving English pronunciation. I get a list. Say it. Okay, that is actually pretty good. Elsa Speak, that is also pretty good. Let's see if it takes me to a new tab when I click the link. Yeah, so it's just a new tab. That's good. All right, Forvo, Fluent U. I've never heard of this before. That's from Wikipedia. I've heard of some of these. I know some of these. A couple of these are pretty good. Now at the top, let's see, I have the results and then sources here. So the sources tab is separate, and that's where it's getting everything from. And then images. All right, so that's pretty much like Google Images, I guess. That's not particularly useful, but I might want to check out the sources. And this is obviously the main show. It's just giving me a list. All right, let's try some actual learning. Maybe I want to understand something. Now, this is one that Perplexity does really well. I want to get an understanding for, let's say, an exam structure, the different sections, the scoring, the timings. This is not good for Google because Google will just give me a bunch of links and I have to find things individually. Perplexity does this really well because it can give me a great summary that includes everything I want with the links. Okay, so I'm trying to understand an exam and all of the sections and scoring and how it works. All right. Okay, listening, IELTS, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. That's right. There are the timings for each. Okay. And I did ask for the scoring, but I'm not seeing the scoring that I asked for. Okay, here's the scoring. Band scale 0 to 9 in 0.5 band increments. Yes. Okay. And sources for everything. So that's actually pretty good. That's Perplexity level, I would say. I like that. I don't like how this only shows me part of what I'm searching. I don't like that. That's a small point, I guess, a UI point. But okay, now let's try something location-based. All right. I want to see if it can do near me, and if it can't do near me, then I'll put in a specific place. But I want to get the best English language schools near me. That's so annoying that it doesn't show more of the text. That is really bad. Okay, so it knows that I'm in New York. Jackson Heights, Queens. That is not very near me. That's about an hour and 40 minutes away. New York City, everything is New York Central Park. Okay, let's see if I change this and instead say, what are the best language schools near Poughkeepsie? Yes, that's how you spell Poughkeepsie. See if I can get better results if I search. Okay, schools near Poughkeepsie offers ESL classes for beginners, and that's in Dutchess County, which is near Poughkeepsie. Holy Trinity Elementary School provides K through 8th grade. No. Poughkeepsie City School District offers an English as a new language program for students. Okay, all right. So, okay, some better results when I actually put in the place. So for some reason it thinks, and you would not forgive Google for that, right? If you lived an hour and a half from the city and it gave you results an hour and a half away in the city, when actually you only wanted to drive 20 minutes, you would never forgive Google for doing that, right? So that's also, I think, a a negative, maybe not great at location. Now let's try getting sources. So now I want 5 articles written in simple English about recent UFO sightings. So I don't just want articles about UFO sightings. I want them to be easy to read, right? Maybe for English learners. Pentagon receives hundreds of UFO reports. Okay, this is similar to the results that I get from Perplexity. I did this search very recently. But the weird thing here is, I don't know if I want a Wikipedia page as a result. Do you want a Wikipedia page when you want an article? If I ask for an article, I'm not expecting a Wikipedia page. I don't think of Wikipedia pages as articles. This one seems to be from Science News, so that one seems like what I'm asking for. For millennia, humans have seen inexplicable things. That's definitely not in simple English. So it's ignored that part, I think, of my request, and it has provided some articles, BBC and CBS News and Science News, but also some Wikipedia articles, which if I really wanted that, I would just Google it and click on Wikipedia, right? Okay, let's try something else. What are the most common interview questions? It really bothers me I can't see this whole thing. Common interview questions for senior graphic design interviews. All right, let's see what we get here. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work for us? What are some essential qualities of a great graphic designer? Describe your creative process when designing a project from scratch. Okay, so those are decent questions, but here's a question. Where are the sources? This just looks like a ChatGPT response. I can do this in ChatGPT, right? Where are the sources? Click on sources. Okay, so I have to just trust that that's interesting. So I have to trust that these results, which have no clickable links anywhere to be seen, I have to trust that this is coming from this interview prep, 30 senior creative designer interview questions, and maybe it is. But I would like to, just as I had with the previous results and as Perplexity does, I would like to see the links always in the actual results. I want to click on it right here. Where did you get these 4 questions, right? Or here. I feel like I want a little bit more connection to the sources. That's one reason I will use this or Perplexity instead of just using ChatGPT. If I want good questions, I can just, ask ChatGPT. Let's try the follow-up here. Provide the sources for these questions. Here are the sources for common interview questions. Okay, let's see if these match. Indeed, CV Blade, and Interview Prep. Let's see if that matches. Interview Prep. What is this from? Climb, Job Search, CV Blade. I don't see Indeed. Okay, so 2 of them. All right, fair enough. But they're not clickable. I can't click on this. I want to click on this. What's the point? Even ChatGPT sometimes has better clickable links than this. I'm liking Perplexity a lot more at the moment. So far. Being a little negative, I know, but I don't know. Let's just do one more near me just to make sure that it's not giving me things an hour and a half away. Okay, I'm asking for something totally unrelated to English now. What are the best places to get my windshield fixed near me? All right, Highland. Okay, so this is better. Safelite. It's not saying the location for all of these. I would want to see this. This is okay, but I would want to see this formatted better. You see how for some of these, it says the address, but maybe that just comes down to the owner of the business putting their address in a particular place. Because in others, for example, here, I can't see from here the address, for example. It's in Highland, though. Okay, this one has no address at all. This one has no address and is linking me to Wikipedia. Oh, great. I learned about Safelite on Wikipedia. So there's some contextual awareness that needs to happen here. If I'm looking for a place to get my windshield fixed, probably I don't want to look up the history of Safelite on Wikipedia. I probably want to be recommended Safelite. Yes, this is good. But instead of providing Wikipedia, please provide, a place to book a reservation to get my windshield fixed, or at least the address or the phone number or something I can use. Wikipedia. Okay. All right. So some work to be done. I think when the folks at Perplexity see this, they might breathe a sigh of relief. That doesn't mean it won't end up eventually being great, but I kind of suspected that it would have some of these limitations, and it absolutely does so far, based on what we've done here. But yeah, if you are able to try it out, I'm curious to know what you think. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Get a free course in the links in the description, and I will see you in the next one.